Well, it's Monday, February 7, and I have been working my tail off, but I got a lot done. Check it out, coming up. All right, starting my week out on fire. Got the trim on the wood wall on the top. I got the base trim and the corner trim over on that side. I got the doorway trimmed. I did those pieces right there to cover up the seams where I had seams on the board. I think that's gonna be a perfect spot for a cool vintage sign. So I also have the hallway trimmed out. You see some of my boards are light right there. That's just because I had to cut them on angles. So I'll go back with a small paintbrush and touch those up with the stain so they blend. But I got all of the hallway trimmed. Let me flip this around and I'll show you the other side. Look at that. Oh yes, it's a thing of beauty. And I also finished trimming Alexa's room. So I got the corner trim all up in there. I've got the window trimmed. If I turn around, I have the door trimmed. Yeah, trimming here is done. Her room, completely finished. And the master bedroom, I've been working on cleaning up my mess. I made a big mess. So I got that all cleaned up, threw away, well, actually I gotta go burn all my small pieces of wood. Keeping all the small stuff like that for now, just in case, because I still have lots of trim to do. I have lots of trim to do on the cabinets that I build as well. So it's about 1 o'clock and I am hungry for some lunch. Turn this light off. I'm hungry for lunch and I gotta go pick up those 2 pieces of smart panel from my buddy Joe that we were short on. So 2 more 4x10 LP smart panel and the siding will be done except for the front. I gotta do that. The front, I'm just waiting for some warm enough weather to get out there and work on it. So I don't wanna be out there in my snow pants and my snow coat. Do you call it a snow coat? Winter coat, yeah. I don't wanna be out there in all that garb. So I'm waiting for some 35, 40 degree weather. I know it's coming. Hopefully it comes before we want to move in because I need to get that siding up. I don't know if they'll give me a green sticker without siding on the front of the house. I could ask, but I don't know. So that's the deal. I still have, let me show you. I still have the header to do up there, which hopefully I have enough wood in this pile to do that. So I still got to do that header. And I still have to trim this door and put the corner trim right there. And I have lots of cabinets to build. That's gonna be a whole episode right there probably, just me building cabinets. Oh, the other thing I have to do is trim the skylight. I gotta trim the bottom of the skylight. The top's all trimmed, but this whole bottom section here, yeah, like that. That's got to be trimmed, and I have to pull all this trim off of the pantry, sand it, stain it so it matches. We're getting somewhere though. We're getting somewhere. I'm just making my list here. So the inside of the pantry is a disaster. So that's all has to get sided inside of there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. I think honestly I'm gonna do 1/2-inch plywood in there and paint it. It's all gonna get covered with wire shelving anyways. So yeah, that's the deal. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna head out and get some lunch and then I will come back here and keep on working because that's what I do until this house is done. right, we came over here last night and did some work. We brought in some more of these 1x12s, and I took down all of the trim from the pantry, stained it, and put it back up there. So that is done. I still have to do the siding on the inside of the pantry ceiling and the walls, all that jazz. Turn the dehumidifier off. See how low we're at, 30 humidity. That's a good humidity level. Looks like we collected a little water overnight, but not bad. I also sealed the whole inside of the island there, so that's been drying overnight. And let's see, Alexa came over and helped us last night. That was helpful. I'm getting to the point where I have so many small things that I need to prioritize. So the guys from Skolton's are gonna be back here this week to finish up plumbing. So I'm going to prioritize this utility room today. I have to put OSB and paneling up there on those two sides. I should be able to do that in an hour or two. So that's my priority right now. Then I'll move on to the next. Holy cow. I better put a hat on. Y'all are gonna be too distracted by my hair. There we go, that's better. I have been busy, busy, busy. It's Tuesday, early afternoon. I haven't eaten lunch. I'm hungry, I should eat. So, I'm gonna show you what I've been doing though. I've been really busy. All right, I set out with my goal to finish the utility room today, which I did for the most part. So I got that paneling up there. I got the ceiling trim done. I got that paneling done over there. I hate paneling. That's my new thing. I hate paneling. It's not fun to work with. I don't enjoy it at all. But I think I'm gonna cover that whole seam right there with a piece of trim all the way around. And so that's the 8-foot mark. And I gotta trim this door, and I gotta trim the floor, and I gotta trim the corners. All the corners gotta get trimmed, but I ran out of trim. Believe it or not, that huge pile of trim I had right there and back there, I'm down to like 4 pieces. Yeah, I went through that stuff. The good news is I'm almost done trimming, but I had to rip a whole bunch more trim. Look at that. I ripped it all, I sanded it all, I stained it all. And let me show you what else. Mrs. Z the other day mentioned something, and she probably thought I didn't even hear her, but she mentioned it would be nice to have a headboard over there in between the light switches where our bed is going to go so that we don't damage the textured wall, and it would look really nice. So I had this idea. I'm gonna surprise her with a headboard. So I boxed in this whole frame here, 72 inches by 72 inches. And so I got this little lip in here. So it's all wet right now because I just stained it. And then I cut some white shiplap boards, and I'm gonna put those in there. So that will look really sweet, and Mrs. Z will be happy. She's already happy. It's hard to find her down. It's happened, I've seen it, but she's for the most part a really happy person. And she's gonna be even happier when she sees that I built her a headboard. So, I gotta figure out what to do next. What I need is a good crunch from my chiropractor. That's what I need to do next, but I'm not gonna do that. This place is a mess. I'm gonna clean this up and then I'll figure it out. And look what I got over there. Check that out. This over here. You know what that is? No. Come look at it. Tell me what you think of this. I still gotta add one more little piece of trim there.
Is this our headboard or something?
Yeah.
I was like, what do you
think? You like it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna add that piece of trim. Every time I think I have enough wood for trim, I end up going out to my pile to get some more. So, I'm getting way more than what I think I need this time. I've only got a couple things to finish up, really. But I might as well get some of this in here and get it drying because I gotta do this on the outside of the house too. Did something to my rib yesterday. I don't know if I have a rib out of place or what, but it's killing me. I made a chiropractor appointment for tomorrow, but in the meantime, sometimes you just gotta work through the pain. Stuff has to get done, whether it hurt or not. Trying to take it a little bit easy, but I got a house to finish, y'all. Okay, I just brought this stack in here. I gotta rip it all into the pieces that I need for that doorway over there, the utility room door, and a couple other small things. So I really probably only need 3 of these, but I brought the rest in just because. And I gotta rip those down, sand them, stain them, and get them into play. We're almost done with trim. So close. Seriously, I'm so close. I gotta trim the sunroof, a couple spots in the utility room and that door over there, and the base trim, but we're so close. Oh man. All right, so I've made a mess again. It's one mess, clean it up, another mess, clean it up. So I got all these boards down. That should complete my trim. I gotta stain all that. It's all sanded, stained. Here's the extra boards I had, and I got a whole bunch outside too, but might as well get these things in here drying because I gotta do the front of the house with all of those 12-inch wide boards. So I'm gonna clean up my mess and get staining. It has been a long day. It's late, it's dark. Mrs. Zud wants me to bring her home so she can do her Bible study. But I gotta show you what I got done today first. I took some ibuprofen and that helped my rib a bunch. All right, so here in the utility room, I have all of the base trim done. I have the ceiling trim done. I have the door trim done. The only thing I don't have done in here is the window trim. I gotta do that, but I can do that later. And I found these cool things at Menards. These are like these strips that go with this paneling. So yeah, I cut my finger too. Ouch. I got these strips that cover the seams and they look really nice. They make it look really nice and finished. So I made a cross. So you can't even hardly see that seam. It just disappears now. Look at that. So let's turn the light off in here. I got the closet finished, trimmed today. Even the attic door is finished. That was kind of a chore, but I did it. It's done. All right, turning this light off out of here. And look at that headboard. Got the headboard all finished. Mrs. Z likes it. So I just got to screw that onto the wall. Turned out really cool though. Really happy with it. It kind of adds the or brings in some of the shiplap into this room, which is really nice. Looks like Lexa stopped by. And let's see, I didn't do anything in here, so I'm just gonna turn the light off. Oh, I did find this like trim that's completely waterproof at Menards. It's like a PVC, and I'm gonna glue that on the base of the shower. So that's what I decided to do to fill that gap. So I'm gonna silicone that in place so water can't get up behind there. And the guys will be here from Skolton's tomorrow to finish off plumbing. Look at these lovely ladies. And we uncovered the island today for the first time in seems like forever. Yeah, so now we get the whole finished picture in here with everything done, almost done, and the island. The only thing we're missing there is a faucet. See these? These are tired eyes. I'm whooped. Time for bed. I'm wrapping up this video. Just wanted to say thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for the next episode. It will be